What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for an unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share with anybody you think would like the content of this channel. Also hit that bell notification so you are notified right away when my videos drop, and so you can watch them. But yeah, we have another box day today. It's kind of a mashup of a whole bunch of box days. I knew a lot of this stuff was going to be coming in, so I kind of waited until everything made it in at once so I can show you guys all at one time instead of doing little ones here and there. I was just like, hey, let's just do a big one. So, but yeah, today we got some really great stuff. I never would have thought that I was going to start collecting some of this stuff, but some of it really hit, that heartstring for me. One in particular, but then some other ones were like, you know what, it's just it broke me down, and I finally, kind of pulled the trigger on it and everything. So, but yeah, we'll see how they are and everything. Happy to show you guys and everything, and yeah, we'll see what I think of them and everything. So, but yeah, today we are doing a big, like I said, mashup of Super 7 products. I got a whole bunch of things in the past month or so. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, it's good to be looking at this stuff and really get a good look firsthand of all this products and stuff like that, because I don't really do a lot of articulated figures anymore. I got kind of rid of all my articulation from NECAs to monsters to anything like that. So I only have very few, maybe a couple left in my collection, and so now I actually added a few more to the collection, but just because particular circumstances and stuff like that. So I just kind of had to. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So first off, I have one of the smaller reaction figures of the Ballmark or Marusan Godzilla original J-Tail that they made a smaller figure of. This particular one is actually a glow-in-the-dark special. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So that's really cool. I missed out on the original J-Tail colorway, but I got the L-Tail. But I did want a J-Tail, and of course, with me loving the glow-in-the-darks and everything like that, I just kind of, like I said, it beat me down and everything. And, because I don't even do a lot of smaller figures, but it's glow-in-the-dark. I was like, you know what? God dang it. It's just a soft spot in my heart is glow-in-the-dark, so I just had to get it. So I grabbed this from Super 7 recently. All right, and then some more reaction figures. These are based on the also glow-in-the-dark special colorways. These are also San Diego Comic-Con exclusives from the previous year, I believe. These came out right after the original run started. And of course, we have Mecha Godzilla. Really, really cool. Like I said, just glow-in-the-darks, man, they get me. And I originally didn't get these and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's just kind of... and then, of course, Godzilla 54 with the bluer color. Really, really cool. Love the headers. Just really awesome. And, of course, Jet Jaguar. Of course, it's his anniversary year, so that's really cool. Hope to see a lot of stuff for Godzilla's birthday and whatnot. So that's really awesome. So yeah, I got these figures to kind of go in the collection because they are glow in the dark. So they definitely got me. So, but yeah. And then too, I also got some more reaction figures that are glow in the dark that were con exclusives. The Rodan and the Mothra. Yeah, these are just great. I love this. I love that the Mothra comes with an egg and everything. And like I said, the headers are just phenomenal. I love the art. I love the look of them and everything. And it's just really, really cool. Yeah, and oh gosh, they're really, really neat. But I actually got this set of 5 reaction glow-in-the-dark figures from actually a really cool guy that's in the Godzilla community. He was selling them and everything like that. And I was like, you know what? I was like, if they have all of them and everything, I will get them because Super 7 had just released their newest glow-in-the-dark figures for the reaction series, and I was like, you know what, I don't have anything. I go, if I can find the first couple runs so that I actually can have every single one, maybe I'll start collecting. And sure enough, this particular collector had them all. I was like, you know what? I was like, if I can get these and I can get the new ones, then I'll buy them all. This particular collector had them, and I was like, you know what? I'll pull the trigger and everything. Gave me a good deal on them and stuff like that. So yeah, shout outs to Corey Reichart or Reichart. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name, but Corey R for short. Thank you for the awesome deal on these guys. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, I'm a completionist, so it's hard for me to get a few from a line and be okay with it. So I had to make sure I got the first couple lines and everything that before I even got the newer ones. And so this helped me make my decision of getting the new ones and vice versa for me getting the new ones because I had the old ones kind of thing. So it just kind of went in tandem and everything like that. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and show the new ones that just came out. And here they are right here. The last two that just came out at San Diego Comic-Con, they were exclusives. Then they put it on their website. So yeah, it is the King Ghidorah or King Ghidorah. Just love this. It's just so awesome. But yeah, really cool. And then of course, the crap monster himself, all cute and and everything with the cute pink and green colorway. Just super awesome. It's a funny story about these two actually, because like I said, I was only gonna get these two if I got the others. And so I happened to get the others, and I went to order the other two, and coincidentally, this guy right here sold out. And I was like, crap. So I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, I don't want to get all of these and have one missing. I was like, dang it. So I went ahead and ordered this guy and actually got the J-Tail also at the same time as the Hedorah. So I didn't know what to do. So I was like, you know what? I'll put out a post. Hey, if anybody sees this one or has one for sale, please let me know because I want one. And everybody was really nice. I got a lot of comments and messages and stuff like that saying, oh yeah, you know, people started seeing at their local lunchbox store, which is like a novelty store that sells a lot of this kind of stuff with other, you know, nerd fandom things and stuff like that with Disney and anime and, you know, Godzilla things, just all these kinds of things. So it's a really cool store. If you've ever been to one, really neat. People were saying that these were in the stores actually, and of course there isn't one by me. The closest one is probably an hour and a half away at a nearby mall and everything. So I couldn't really get them. I tried their website, nothing, you know, and luckily a couple people were like, hey, I'll go check my store and everything. And then one particular member of the groups and a cool guy, Rich Watrowski. Sorry if, like I said, butchering names. Sorry, Rich W. He reached out to me. He went to his local box lunch and he happened to buy the last two figures at the store. And I immediately like, hey, can I buy one? He's like, absolutely. That's why I got an extra one for you. I was like, oh my gosh. And he didn't sell me or nothing like that. He sold it to me for retail, and then I just paid for shipping. So thank you to Rich and Corey for helping me get this tire run so far. Like I said, I was only going to get it if I got every single one, and I was lucky enough to get them. But it's really cool. On the back of these, it tells you what the new ones are coming out. And actually, obviously, we already have King Ghidorah and Hedorah. And now, next is coming the Godzilla 1962 and Gigan. So keep a lookout for those two. If you didn't know, that's going to be really cool. I'll definitely be continuing on the collecting train for this line in particular, the glow in darks. Like I said, I have a soft spot for glow in dark. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep them and get them and collect them and stuff like that. And I'm going to keep them all in package. I'm not going to open them. I think the packaging is probably the best feature for all of these figures, honestly. I just absolutely love it, like I've continuously said. And I love that each particular kaiju has their own like little color scheme. You have red, blue, yellow, a green, a orange, a gold, and like a fluorescent green and stuff like that. And then, like I said, with the two coming out, obviously you see Godzilla 62 with a pink and Gigan as red. So really, really cool. I cannot wait until they bring out Titanosaurus in this line. I will get the regular, and if they by chance do a glow in the dark, I am getting that as well. So yeah, definitely really cool. Hopefully Super 7, please, Titanosaurus. So yeah, but yeah, that's the whole glow in the dark line collection that I just got recently. All right, and lastly, for my last reaction figure that I got, I happened to get the Rodan Shogun Comic-Con exclusive from this last Comic-Con. And what's particularly cool about this is that they have released this once before, but that was just in a blister pack, just like these guys next to me. But this, they actually duplicated the box that it came with the original Shogun Rodan. So I thought that was really, really cool. I was on the fence about it, getting it. I was like, you know what, I'm going to get it just because I don't really plan on displaying it, but I wanted it, with the box and everything. I think it's really, really cool. I happened to take out the figure, and here he is. So there he is, just real ugly mug on this guy, but really, really cool. A throwback to the old Shogun Warrior that, if you're old enough or if you're lucky enough to get one way back when you were a kid and stuff like that, good for you. I never even knew the Shogun line even existed when I was a kid. I was a 90s kid, so I had no idea. This was way before my time. So yeah, so just having something that kind of represents that old representation of one of the first like Rodan figures, if maybe the first Rodan figure, which is really cool. I mean, I know it's a smaller down scale and everything, and it's not the real thing. If you're lucky, you can try to buy one, but they go for Muko bucks, and they're just very fragile too. So it's hard to get one that's like intact and it's not broken. So having this is fine. It's cool to put in the collection. It goes with my other reaction figures now and stuff like that. So, but I just thought the box was really, really cool. It just, like I said, representation of the original box, with everything from front to back, about what it actually had. And I just think that was a really, really cool way of releasing this figure. So really cool. And on to some bigger figures from Super 7. I got a few Ultimates that I'm going to show off here, and let's take a look at them. All right, and here's my first one, showing you the Super 7 Ultimates Rose Biollante from Godzilla vs. Biollante 1989. Like I said, a couple of these figures I didn't think I was going to buy just because they are articulated, but Godzilla vs. Biollante is my second favorite Godzilla movie overall. And there is like no representation of a bigger scale figure of Rose Biollante that has ever come out. So when they announced this, I was really excited to get it and everything like that. So yeah, that's the only reason why, just because I kind of fell in love with it, and just there's not enough representation of Rose Biollante in the bigger scale and stuff like that. Still waiting for like an X Plus to do something like that, the more realistic look to her. And everything. So this is, the second best that you can really get. I mean, there's, 3-inch, 4-inch scaled figures and stuff like that for her. There's kits and everything, but if you don't want to go down that route, it's kind of hard to get something like that that's bigger. So this is kind of your next best thing until they actually bring out something. So I haven't ever bought a Ultimates Super 7 figure, and this is my first actually. And I got mixed feelings about it. I know a lot of people were talking about the colorway with her and everything, and how shiny she was, and the color itself is a little lackluster. And I have to agree. I think this could really use some shading and some highlights to really make this figure even pop some more, especially like in the rose form. You could definitely kind of cut up those layers for the rose and everything like that. Even on the petals and stuff like that, you could do some shadowing. And then the body, Um, like I said, you could have cut it up with some different greens and stuff like that to kind of match the petals and everything, or the leaves and everything, but it's just kind of one solid color. So pretty lackluster for the color overall. They could have even done more on her sack, which is like squishy. It's like a vinyl squishy, which is kind of cool. But they could have broken that up into reds and oranges and yellows and stuff like that, and everything. So, you know, paint job isn't the best. The overall figure looks really nice. A lot of articulation with a lot of these vines and stuff like that. All the heads move, all the mouths open. You know, even the petals and the leaves all move and stuff like that. You know, a lot of articulation on her for her vines and stuff like that. So really, really cool. Her head even swivels and moves. Even the top portion of her head can turn too. So a lot of movement here, which is great. So that's nice to see. They even gave us alternate head and vine heads. Now I didn't take these out. I just wanted to show you. So this is the alternate rose head, and all it is just like her mouth is wide open kind of thing compared to like you see here. What I have on right now is where her mouth is closed. I'm probably gonna leave it that way just because you really never saw her mouth really like open, gape like that. And then also there is a couple vine heads that show damage slash ripped off or decapitated basically from Godzilla and his atomic breath. So that's really cool. So you can change those out and make it look like she's battle damaged and stuff like that. So really cool. Some cool extras and everything like that. Um, Overall, it's a mid piece kind of thing. I'd probably give it, a 5.5. I'd say, it's not the most terrible, but it's okay. It's definitely better once you see it in person than maybe even the pictures do justice for it and stuff like that. It's not as glossy as what you think, but the paint, could be done a little bit better. The box is decent. It's nothing fancy. You got some texturing all over the box and everything like that. As you can see, then you see the logo for the movie on the front. On the back here, you just have Godzilla versus Biollante. And then this is a slip cover. Obviously, window box. You could see her in there and stuff like that. On the back, it has a little Heisei Biollante kind of saying and stuff like that with a picture of the movie poster and everything. So, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. It's not bad, for a box and everything like that. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not the greatest. So it works just fine, I think. Now, there was a Godzilla 1989 that was released with this. We have a articulated 89 to go along with this, and it's the one that survived the purge when I got rid of all my articulation, just because it's my second favorite Godzilla suit and everything like that. So, but yeah, all right, and here he is. I've never showed this off on the channel before because this was way before I even made the channel. But this is the Triple K Monster Arts Godzilla 1989. I can't remember the name of it. It was a special line that they were going to do. That they're going to start doing sound and light up for the Monster Arts line. Unfortunately, it never took off and everything. So we only got this one representation of them. But I kind of wish that they did, because this thing is just killer. Like from the light ups to the sound and everything, like it's just really, really awesome. And this is why I didn't go with the Super 7 89, because this thing is just way better looking in general than what I saw for the Super 7. And I thought this was going to fit really well with the Biollante. Now, I know he's a little bit bigger than what he should be, because I know Rose Biollante is taller than the 89 Godzilla. But overall, it's a really good fit and everything. You can even roars, and even has his theme music. So it's really, really cool. He's got the light up and everything. You can see it flickering His mouth actually flickers too when he's blowing the fire and stuff like that. So um, really, really cool. I wonder if I can get this up. So he's got stomping for his footprints. Um, I think he roars at the end of this. So yeah, so a lot of cool things that they could have done with this line, but unfortunately, I just don't think that they got the sales like they thought they were. They did tease that they were going to do a Shin Godzilla next, but I don't think it ever came to life. And then they just released it under the normal banner of Monster Arts. So this was supposed to be a bigger line than your normal Monster Arts figures. But it is what it is. But it's a great figure to have. And like I said, he goes pretty well with her. Yeah, Rose is still a little bit taller, but it's okay. It's a decent look to him and stuff like that. It's a good matchup and stuff. So I'm really happy with it, and finally get something to go with him because he's just been alone for many, many, many years. So, but really, really cool. So, yeah, that's the Rose Biollante. And lastly, but certainly not least, the one that I think means the most for me, just because it has a lot of nostalgia for me, because I read this comic and I thought this thing was the Holy Bible back in the day. And I just read it from front to back, every single issue. I used to draw from it and everything. It was really, really cool. I took them everywhere with me. Like, it got a lot of wear and tear. So when Super 7 teased this, I was blown away. I really, really was. And I knew immediately that I was going to get it because I was like, there is no representation of this particular Godzilla ever in toy form. And this is the first. And I was like, I am getting it regardless of price or nothing. So it was the same price as the other Ultimates and stuff like that, which was nice. But this was a Comic-Con exclusive from this year. So you definitely had to get it right away. Obviously, be at the show. But luckily, they put some on the website after the show because they did sell out, luckily. So I was lucky enough to be by my phone when this dropped, and I immediately grabbed one. And then, of course, I had to grab the shirt as well to go along with it because I had to rep King of the Monsters and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was just, this thing was just amazing as a comic book back in the day. I just loved it. The art was so great. And I always thought it was kind of weird that Godzilla was bleeding and stuff like that until I actually read the comic of why he was bleeding. Just made him look more fierce and stuff like that. But actually, realistically, he was kind of dying. But yeah, this is part of Super 7 Ultimates line also. And it has the slip cover also. And this is the figure. Just let's see if I can get this here without. There you go. So this is the figure. It's got alternate heads from a closed mouth and a open mouth, and then it has alternate hands, and then it also has a little human figure in there, which is actually supposed to represent Art Adams, the artist who drew the comic series and everything like that, kind of paying homage to him and stuff like that. Now, this isn't out of the box because I'm not taking it out of the box. I think the box itself is a good display piece on its own, especially with the slipcover of the original issue #1 of Godzilla King of the Monsters comic book. And then even this, this is just really cool. It looks like it's just bloody coming through a wall kind of thing. And then on the back, it has a nice little picture from the comics and then a description of, something from the comic books and stuff like that. So really, really cool overall. But I just love this because I flipped out, when I saw that they were going to release this and everything. A couple other friends of mine, Michael Hamilton, Joe Myers, Adrian Settle, we were all like, holy crap, we got to get this. So yeah, we definitely did what we had to get it and stuff like that, because this has meant a lot to us. And I hope that Super 7 takes this and runs with it and actually brings out more of the characters from this actual comic book. We were talking and everything, and we were talking about, what we would like to come out and everything like that. And just a lot of the bad guys and kaiju that fought Godzilla in this comic book series were just super cool and super unique. And we would love to see these things have their own figure and stuff like that. I mean, it would be amazing to see a lot of these monsters as action figures and stuff like that. And it would be great for the Ultimates line to go along with this Godzilla and just have a run of them, of a series of the Godzilla King of the Monsters Ultimates line. And they have a whole bunch of these things. I mean, it would be so, so cool. And I would buy every single one of them. I really would. And I know my friends would also, because it just means a lot. And it's just, you don't have anything of them in toy forms. And there's just a lot they could do. I mean, they could do it from this. They could do it from, you know, the color special for King of the Monsters. They could start doing it from the animated series. You know, the Hanna-Barbera. I mean, you take your pick. They could do a lot of this stuff. If they start doing other representations of Godzilla that we've gotten that we've never gotten in toy form, could be really, really cool for them to kind of branch off and start doing that. So I would definitely buy a lot of that stuff, because we don't have nothing, and it just means a lot, because I used to watch it as a kid and stuff like that. So it means a lot to me. So definitely Super 7 if you're watching, which I'm sure you're not. But yeah, think about it. You know, Godzilla the animated series, Hanna-Barbera, Godzilla King of the Monsters. You know, let's get some more of that stuff. I think it'd be really, really cool, and I think fans would dig it severely. So, you know, just, you know, something you can think about and everything. So, but yeah, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I got a bunch of Super 7 stuff that I had to go over and everything. But yeah, like I said, I kind of wanted to get all this stuff in one. I think the one that's been sitting the most is Biollante. But you know, a lot of this was Comic-Con exclusive stuff. So got that, and then I got those other glow-in-the-dark reaction figures, you know, a little bit later. But wanted to make a big haul video of all my Super 7 figures that I've gotten over the last month or two, I would say, maybe even longer. I can't remember. But yeah, great stuff. You know, a lot of nostalgic, not a lot of heartstring hitting for me with the glow-in-the-dark stuff, and then just representations that we really don't have of certain kaiju. So keep doing that kind of stuff, you know, and I'm going to keep buying this stuff. So really great stuff. And overall, it's just great. I think everything that I got was a home run. I really do. Even though, you know, some might have their disadvantages or drawbacks, you know, I still like it and everything. So yeah, keep it up, Super 7. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, 500 subscribers, I'm doing my next giveaway, giving away the X Plus 25 centimeter Rodan from 2019, the Rick edition. And then I'm giving away the Mondo 1,000-piece Terror Mechagodzilla puzzle. Just for subscribing to the channel, you know, leave a like on this video if you like it. You know, leave a comment and tell me which particular Super 7 product that I got was your favorite, or what you would like to see. You know, like I said, some of the other things I would like to see. What would you guys like to see? Would love to hear from you. I get back to everybody. I comment on everybody's replies. So you will definitely hear from me if you leave a comment. So lastly, yeah, just thank you for all the support, all the continued following and liking and viewing my videos. I do this for fun. I love this stuff, and I just like showing it off to you guys and everything. So yeah. And then also, just a reminder, go check us out at Monsters with Attitude Collectors Facebook group. It's freshly new. We're super young, a couple weeks old. It is tied to our YouTube channel, Monsters with Attitudes, where we talk about different movies, or we'll celebrate anniversaries, or events come up, or figure reveals, or whatever. You know, we talk about all that stuff. You know, I'm part of a group of guys that we cover a lot of that stuff and everything, and we finally made a Facebook group to connect with it. So we exclusively stream the monthly show on our YouTube channel, and we'll also stream it in the Facebook group. So 2 ways you guys can watch it and everything. So, but yeah, go subscribe there and follow the page and everything. Become a member. You know, we're doing themes every week with sub themes every day and everything like that. So, and then you know, we pick a kind of a winner or a member that has contributed the most for those particular weeks and, commented, liked, whatever. And we'll kind of do like a spotlight for that particular member for how much they contribute and how much they liked and just showed their stuff, and participated with particular themes and stuff. So yeah, just kind of want to do that and just kind of showcase you guys for, just showing that you guys are liking the stuff and you're showing your stuff to us and everything. So we really appreciate it. So, but yeah, enough rambling. That's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys, and later.